A NASCAR press room turned into a battleground this week, and nobody saw it coming. Two drivers, one brutally honest exchange, and by the time it was over, the entire garage was picking sides. This is the Carson Hocevar and Zane Smith story, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand why this feud might be the best thing that's happened in NASCAR in years. Here's what actually went down. At Atlanta, Zane Smith called out Carson Hocevar in front of the media, essentially saying what a lot of drivers in that garage have been thinking, that Hocevar's aggressive style and constant presence in the headlines is wearing on people. Hocevar didn't back down. He stayed exactly who he is. Then, less than a week later, Hocevar nearly won the Quaker State 400 at EchoPark Speedway and made headlines again by blasting music through his car radio during a nearly 2 a.m. caution just to keep his energy up. 2 days after that, he was racing at the Slinger Nationals in Wisconsin. His engine blew early. Instead of leaving, he grabbed a headset and hopped on the broadcast to call the rest of the race himself. One driver, one wild week, two very different reactions from the sport. To understand why this moment matters, you have to understand what Carson Hocevar represents right now. He's not the most decorated driver in the garage. Guys like Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, and Ryan Blaney have far stronger resumes. Nobody's arguing that, but resumes don't drive ratings. Personality does. Hocevar has built a reputation as a driver who says what he thinks, races how he wants, and doesn't manage his image the way a lot of modern athletes do. That's exactly why he's become a lightning rod in that locker room. Zane Smith's frustration isn't coming out of nowhere either. When one driver sucks up all the oxygen in the room through aggressive racing, viral moments, non-stop headlines, it changes the dynamic for everyone else competing for that same attention. That tension has probably been building in that garage for a while. Smith just said it out loud. Neither guy is wrong here. That's what makes this so compelling. Let's break down why this actually matters for NASCAR long term. First, the strategic angle. Hocevar has figured out something that a lot of athletes never crack. Attention is currency. He's not manufacturing controversy for clicks. He's just racing without a filter, and the storylines are following him organically. That's rare, and it's incredibly hard to fake. Second, the risk. There's a fine line between authentic and exhausting. If Hocevar leans too hard into the chaos, he risks becoming a punchline instead of a star. The garage tolerance for a polarizing personality only lasts as long as the talent backs it up. Right now, nearly winning at EchoPark buys him credibility. A slump wouldn't. Third, the bigger picture. NASCAR spent years trying to manufacture the next breakout star through marketing campaigns and produce content. Hocevar didn't need any of that. He shows up to short tracks most Cup fans have never heard of, jumps in the broadcast booth for free when his car breaks, and treats grassroots racing with the same respect as the Cup Series. That's not a character. That's just who he is. Is this smart or dangerous for him? Honestly, both. It's smart because it's building him into appointment viewing. It's dangerous because polarizing stars live and die by results, and the moment the results dry up, the goodwill can disappear fast. But right now, this is exactly the kind of storyline NASCAR has been missing. The reaction has been split straight down the middle, and that's the point. Half the fan base is fully on Team Hocevar, calling him the most entertaining thing to happen to the sport in years. The other half sides with Smith, arguing the sport needs more professionalism and less noise. Even Smith's own sponsor jumped into the conversation online instead of staying quiet, which tells you everything about how much traction this story has. Media members are eating this up too because for the first time in a while, there's an actual rivalry with real personality behind it, not a manufactured one. So where does this go from here? Two scenarios. Best case, Hocevar keeps racing exactly the way he has been, aggressive, unfiltered, everywhere from Cup races to short tracks, and the results keep climbing. He becomes NASCAR's most bankable young star. The rivalry with Smith adds real stakes to their on-track battles, and the sport gets the kind of organic storyline it's been chasing for a decade. Worst case, the chaos starts outweighing the results. If Hocevar's on-track performance dips while the controversy stays constant, the same personality that's making him a star now starts working against him, and the locker room tension with drivers like Smith turns from rivalry into real resentment. Which one happens depends entirely on what Hocevar does with the momentum he's building right now. So here's the real question. Is Carson Hocevar exactly what NASCAR needs right now? Or is this attention going to catch up with him? Drop your take in the comments. Team Hocevar or Team Smith? And if you want more breakdowns like this one, the stories behind the headlines, make sure you're subscribed to SportsWire USA, because this Hocevar storyline is far from over.